So we're back here today with your Ocala experts, and we're going to talk about On Top of the World. It's a community that already has about 12,000 homes, and they're permitted to have 15,000, and they did start in 1981, so you can get great resales or you can do a new construction home. And we're just going to tell you all the good stuff about it. So just to introduce us, I'm Trisha Fornash. I live in Trilogy, Orlando in Groveland. And then these two lovely ladies will introduce themselves, and they both live in Ocala, so they have lots of information on that area.
I'm Robin Wagner, and I live in On Top of the World.
I'm Allison Becker, recently Becker.
So weird.
I know.
I'm like,
What's
wow,
Knox?
who are you?
So Allison Becker, I live in Ocala. I live over on the east side, so I live near Lake Weir. So not in a 55 community yet, but they are lovely, and I can't wait till that happens. For the current pricing, some stuff should be flashing on your screen, but we are filming this in August 2022. So if you want more current information, if you're looking in the future, look at our website or reach out to us.
On Top of the World's a pretty large community, and so therefore it has a lot of different neighborhoods. Some of the neighborhoods are fee simple, which means you own the land, and some of them are leased properties. And because it has these different communities, there are different HOAs, different sections. For example, Oto Central, that's what they call On Top of the World. The nickname is Oto. So Oto Central includes the villa homes. It includes some of the communities like Avalon, Windsor, Windsor East, Providence, Williamsburg. There's quite a few. Anybody who lives in On Top of the World Central has access to the great big rec center. They have access to our Arbors Rec Center, and they have access to Weyburn Landing's pool and their new rec center. They do not have access to the Candler Hills area. Then we've got the Candler Hills section. Candler Hills people have access to their own pool, their own big clubhouse, and they have access to everything else in On Top of the World Central. Then the people in Weyburn Landing, that's a newer community, about 900 homes so far, and they have their own pool and their own small community center. And those people have access to everything in On Top of the World Central. Lastly, there is Indigo East, which is actually just outside of the gates for On Top of the World Central, and they have their own pools, 2 of them. They have a fitness center, they have a community center. If you want to use all the amenities that are inside of On Top of the World Central, you pay what they call a gateway pass. And right now the gateway pass is around $897 for the first 2 people, and then it's a little over $900 a year for if you have a 3rd or 4th member living in the house. Then Oto Central, I should have mentioned earlier, those properties are all leased properties. So you're living on land that has a 99-year lease, and people think, oh, I don't want to live on a leased land. But the benefits are, most of us aren't going to live that 99 years, and they do cover your yard maintenance. And some of the communities, they also cover exterior paint every 7 years. Then Weyburn Landing, it is a fee simple. You own your own land. They have a smaller HOA because you do have to take care of your own land. Their fees run around $250 a month.
So I would say it sounds confusing if people are looking at On Top of the World, but let us worry about that. So it's really going to depend upon what home you're looking for, what kind of home site you want, etc. We know what fees go with each community, and we can guide you, and if you're doing new construction, we can help you with that as well. So don't let it confuse you. We just want you to know that there's a broad range of homes and different options that you have in On Top of the World, but has so much to offer. Don't let all of the different things confuse you, would be my advice, because that's what we're here for. Robin also, just for full disclosure, Robin owns a home in On Top of the World, so she can talk to us about the different amenities that they have and what it's like to live there. So would you mind just to elaborate a little bit and how close like groceries, shopping, restaurants, things like that are?
And one of the best things I think about living in On Top of the World, it is one of the few communities that you have access to a lot of shopping via golf cart. There are 3 different little strip malls that you can use with your golf cart. There's a Publix, there's an Aldi, Cody's Restaurant, which just recently opened. We've got an Italian restaurant, a Mexican restaurant. There's several little general stores, barber shops, a little diner, just
Isn't
about
there
anything that you can
doctor's
need.
office and a dentist there too?
There's a dentist's office, there's an urgent care office. So about anything that you could need going forward, you can get to on a golf cart if you don't want to get in your car. Another thing that On Top of the World does for people that maybe they're not able to drive, they have a vision issue, or they're just not feeling well, or they just want camaraderie, they have a bus that goes every day to different areas in Ocala.
And that's included, right?
And that's included in your fees. That's one of the great amenities. The closest airport would be Gainesville, and that's about 40 minutes. There are only 2 major airliners that go out of Gainesville right now. If you want to go to Orlando, that's about an hour and 15-minute drive, and Disney's about an hour and 30, hour and 40. Kind of depends on the traffic and what time of day you go. You can also do the Tampa airport. I have a lot of friends that do the Tampa airport, and you don't have to go I-75. There's also an outside road you can take to get to the airport if you don't like the traffic, and that takes about an hour and 45 minutes. They've got all kinds of fitness. They have an outdoor pool, they have a pub, they have a big ballroom where they do dances. It has an indoor pool and an outdoor walking pool. The outdoor walking pool gets used a lot for exercise with folks. And then they have all kinds of rooms there. We have over 180 clubs On Top of the World, so I think you could find about anything that you wanted to do. And then another fun thing, as I said earlier, they take a lot of trips, bus trips, and they coordinate them. They go places like this spring, they went to Plant City for the Strawberry Festival. They go up to St. John's River and do river cruises. They will take people if they want to go for a day to St. Augustine and tour St. Augustine and do the trolley. So they have a lot of things to offer. They're a larger community, so there's a lot of options.
So we hope you enjoyed this video, but if you want more information or you're interested in seeing On Top of the World, please reach out to us. You can call us, you can log into the website and fill out the information, or you can send us an email and we'll be happy to help you in the future.